Here is a mosquito probing for capillaries to draw blood. Look, you can clearly see the blood vessel constricting. This video will explore why mosquitoes may prefer to suck on your blood rather than your partner's, but also on the biological function of blood for mosquitoes and the intricate workings of their sting, which closely resembles a Swiss Army knife with 6 needles. How do they manage to sting through clothing? Look at them, these stingers are piercing through fabric. Let's start from the beginning. Picture a summer evening dinner with your girlfriend, and the mosquitoes seem to be particularly attracted to one of you. It's almost a given, isn't it? Scientifically, it's not entirely clear why mosquitoes choose one person over another. However, several factors seem to make us more appealing to them. First, blood type plays a role.
Ciao ragazzi, this video was written and filmed in Italian by our team of scientists, storytellers and video makers, manually translated into English but dubbed with artificial intelligence. Long live culture, and let's go back to the video.
Recent studies suggest that the yellow fever mosquitoes, the Aedes aegypti, show a preference for type B blood, followed by types O and AB. It's very likely that other species have their own preferred blood types as well, but they are also attracted to our breath. Mosquitoes are drawn to the high concentration of CO2 we exhaled. This explains why they often hover around our heads. They're also attracted to sweat, heat, skin bacteria, alcohol consumption, certain clothing colors, and even pregnancy. Interestingly, pregnant women seem particularly appealing to them, likely due to increased body heat and CO2 levels. Now, let's examine the mosquito's stinger, or more accurately, its proboscis. Contrary to my earlier statement, it's not actually a stinger but a proboscis, which is a flexible structure composed of 6 parts similar to a Swiss Army knife. 2 of these parts, shown in dark green, act as spreaders, opening up the skin for entry. Another 2, the red ones, are like serrated needles and work a little bit like knives. Then there's the light green syringe injecting a cocktail of chemicals to numb the area and facilitate blood flow. Basically, mosquitoes spit into the wound. This is how diseases like malaria are transmitted in many parts of the world. This makes mosquitoes the world's deadliest animals, responsible for approximately 725,000 deaths every year. Lastly, the blue syringe acts like a sensitive straw to locate the blood vessel and to draw blood. To be fair, when mosquitoes sting us, they don't always hit jackpot on their first try. If it fails to find a vessel right away, it will probe around, moving its proboscis in various directions, searching for a good source of blood. Unfortunately, the longer it takes to locate a vessel, the more irritation it causes to our skin. The result is a big swollen bump. Once the mosquito finds a suitable spot, it draws as much blood as it can. Then, the ingested blood moves to the abdomen, which swells increasingly with each feed. It's estimated that a female mosquito can ingest about 30 microliters of blood with each bite. Let's make an important clarification. Only female mosquitoes bite, males do not. But why is that? You might think it's for nourishment. However, mosquitoes don't consume blood for their sustenance. Instead, they use certain proteins found in blood to develop their eggs. With just one bloody meal, a female can lay anywhere between 100 and 500 eggs. So, what do they normally eat? Like many other insects, they primarily feed on nectar from plants and other sweet substances. Does this mean male mosquitoes don't bite us? Correct, they don't. Males are docile, harmless, and smaller in size. Additionally, male mosquitoes have a shorter lifespan. After reaching maturity, they mate and die shortly after. But they aren't completely useless. They play an important role in pollination. They are pollinators, just like bees. Look at those stingers. What are they doing? What you're seeing here is the proof that those pests can bite us even through pants and long sleeves. How many times have we gone out for dinner, overly confident to not get bitten with our fancy long pants and high socks? You can rest assured that all this cockiness will be rewarded with at least 50 bites. How is it possible? Do they sneak underneath? Actually, no. If we review the earlier footage, you'll see the mosquito proboscis is piercing through the fabric. Here, in a lab setting, they're demonstrating exactly that. That mosquito indeed sting through clothing. Can you see how annoying they are? Here is another question. Where do mosquitoes actually come from? Where do they lay all those cursed eggs? Mosquitoes can lay their eggs in even the smallest amounts of water. whether it be a mere spoonful collected in a vase or the stagnant puddles that form in gardens and neglected containers. What's fascinating is that they usually don't travel far from their birthplace. They tend to keep in the same area. So it's wise to eliminate any standing water near your home to prevent their breeding. And yet, it's not just the bites that are irritating, it's their relentless buzzing that truly gets on my nerves. They seem to go straight for the ears, especially at night when we are trying to sleep. But that's because they are attracted by the warmth inside. Look, go ahead, suck my blood, but could you at least do it quietly, am I right? Why do you have to startle us, make us turn on the lights, wake the whole building up at 3 a.m. just to try to eliminate you with a slipper? And we stand there, half asleep, but determined to resolve the matter once and for all. This has now turned into a personal crusade, and we can't find peace until the adversary is defeated. Can you relate? But guys, in all seriousness, mosquitoes are bound to buzz. It's simply the sound of their wing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time here on Geopop and Science in Everyday Life. Ciao!